Hey, and welcome back to How to Be Real, a place where we can be real in a world obsessed with fake. I am Tasha B. I am an actor, a writer, a filmmaker, and creator that is feeling inspired in 2026. I'm pretty inspired.
And you know, it is the new year, so it's like inspired being the word of the year is like, why not?
I like it. I definitely feel inspired. This is the first time in a while, like in a January, that I've felt inspired.
Oh my gosh, how special is that? And I'm Tay. I am a creative producer, lover of all things wellness, and your favorite local yogi. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I feel like my word for this year is like, I don't know, fire. Fire, go.
Fire.
Let's poof, poof, poof.
Storyline, we going.
Yeah.
I like it. A fiery, inspired year. We love that.
Yes, fiery, inspired.
We love that. And once we get that out the way, I say, how you doing, Tay?
I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. I feel like today is a cool day. Like, honestly, I've been doing really, I was really intentional about the end of the year, like trying to make sure it was rough, but I got everything done to where I could start the new year work-wise and like life-wise just easing. You know, real easy. Like, house is clean, everything feels good. Hella laundry, thanks to Rod, not me. Laundry's done, you know what I mean?
Nice.
Like, we're starting fresh there. Work, I was not a part of the group that needed to be like, I have 100 unanswered emails.
Oh, good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, I've been really able to ease into it. So, I feel good. I feel blessed.
I love that. Yes.
Yeah, what about you, girl?
I'm feeling like I said, the inspiration, like things are starting to, there's a lot of impetuses right now in my life, like things that are just getting started, stuff that's finally gotten to a point where maybe I've planned it and now it's about to happen kind of thing. So there's a lot of beginnings for me. And maybe that's why I'm feeling inspired, because for the first time in a while, I'm feeling aligned with this Gregorian calendar. You know, it doesn't always feel like that for me, and probably not for most people. It's like, how often does January really feel like, oh, a fresh start? Usually it is in spring. When you start to actually see
New
fruits
growth.
of labor,
Yes.
you know, both in nature and in your life. And so for me, I guess it's not so much fruits of labor as it is like, okay, we're starting, you know, and that's kind of, it feels like a starting line. So it feels nice. It feels really nice. So that'll take us to our shout out though.
Shout out.
I'm excited to talk about this because Miles Canton?
I think so. Canton?
Won for Critics' Choice for Best Young Actor for his role in Sinners, which Sinners also won Best Screenplay, Best Casting, and Best Score, which honestly feel like slights. I'm gonna be honest. Like, Best Screenplay, definitely.
For sure.
But
For
like
sure.
Best Casting and Best Score?
Like best
What about
casting.
Best Director? What about Best Picture?
Hello?
What about Best
Actor? Even?
Supporting Actor?
Or at the
Lead
very
Actor? Because anybody could have won Best Supporting Actor from Sinners, and it would have been deserved.
For sure.
All of those characters were so whole and complete, and everybody did a really good job.
Yep.
But Michael B. Jordan not winning is also like,
Crazy.
wow, that's crazy. He played twins. He did such a really great job.
Such a good job. Like, you fully understood the heaviness of each character.
Yeah,
like,
and
you
then
felt the presence,
you felt
like,
the difference, but it didn't feel exaggerated. Like, it really did feel just like two different people that also, you know, are twins. It felt really cool because literally, I will say, like, maybe 5-10 minutes into the movies, I was like, I like Smoke better than Smoke. And it's just like, it's the same person. Literally, we all know Michael B. Jordan. It's literally the same guy, but there you do know a difference, and you will be like, ooh, this one gonna be a problem. I like him better. You know what I mean?
Yes. Like,
so it's like immediately, he did such a great job. And then not even just him, but also the people who, you know, put those characters next to each other, because you know he had a body double, so when he was being one, there was a body double in the other, and so the people who put those scenes together did a really good job to where they married it together perfectly. It looks like they're in the same thing. So it's like, you know, some of the camera crew, some of the editors should have won. I don't know if those are categories at the Critics' Choice Awards. I don't really watch them. So like that, there's so many people that could have won for this movie.
Like casting, I like it's like you know you would the body doubles be by casting?
I believe so. Yeah, I know that sometimes there's like a casting for the main cast, and then there's like casting that'll do like background, stand-in, body double, and that's usually more like a smaller casting office or just a different casting office because that's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah,
a lot of
I'm
moving
sure.
parts with casting, so it makes sense to kind of. And some people have their specialties. So.
Yeah, but no, for real, I'm glad that they won those categories, but they deserved to really sweep.
Yeah,
They
or
deserve to really
or at
sweep.
least have like Ryan Coogler win more.
Right.
Because winning for best screenplay, like okay, the screenplay was great, but
Yes.
there is a huge gap between a screenplay and a movie.
Yep.
There's a lot of things that happened, a lot of decisions that are made, and he directed the movie, so it's like he could have
That's
won
what's
best
Best
director
Director?
because
That's what I'm saying.
bringing this screenplay to this movie. I'm sure lots of magic happened in
Oh,
between.
yeah.
Like lots of, things only Ryan Coogler could do.
His care
happened.
for it, the way he was
You know
like
what I mean?
talking
His
about
eye, his research, all these things that went into it. It was
making
like
it recording on film. Like, come
the
on.
decisions that were made to
Thank
make this
you.
picture. He deserved to win for those decisions. He really did.
He really did.
But
Anyway,
we all know how stuff goes. It
Right.
takes nothing away from Sinners being one of the most profound movies that I watched in 2025. Like,
Absolutely.
if not the most profound movie that I watched in 2025. I felt absolutely like I learned things. I felt culturally enriched. I felt like it
Yes.
added something to American culture that's very, very needed right now. Oh,
Yep.
we can go on and on, but
They killed it. Like, I hope that Oscar season, when it comes around, that they're definitely being mentioned.
who knows,
but
honey? Because
who
Christopher
knows?
Nolan had to he held his own screening for your consideration screening for Sinners, for the people who, the Academy or whoever, for those people, to the voters.
even see it?
To make sure they saw the movie so that they can vote it. Because a lot of excuses that are given, especially when it's black films, is the people who vote, the Academy, the people who are voting on these awards will say like, oh, we didn't even watch it. Or sometimes they won't watch any of the movies
like,
and
how's
just
that an
vote.
excuse?
And just kind of vote based on,
Who they like.
whatever. Who they like, vibes, whatever.
Oh, that's fucked.
And so
We need a better system
he
than that.
held like a screening for those people to make sure they saw Sinners.
Like, it
Because-
feels like the bare minimum requirement for being able to vote seems like you have to watch the movie.
You have to, but it's all it's all politics. We all know, like it's all about who you know, how much money you have, how connected you are, how white you are sometimes. So it's like all of that stuff that's literally prevalent in every other aspect of our society is also present here. So
Yeah.
it's you get people who are just like, I didn't watch any of these, or I only watched that one, so it won. So you get a lot of stuff like that happens.
That's how Nora happens. A Nora winning.
That's how a lot of this stuff happens. That's how Sinners doesn't get, considered for certain things.
Exactly.
People don't understand. Anyway, there's such a huge gap between like critics and the Academy and the people who are actually watching movies and the people that are actually making movies. Like there's so much distance there that it's like you don't understand. You don't know what it all entailed. You don't know what people had to do.
You have no idea.
At every
what went
aspect of
behind
this, from screenplay to people are watching in the theaters, all the things that have to happen, all the people, all the jobs. Ugh.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I wish more people could understand that.
I
It's like,
know.
there's a lot of moving parts. But anyway, shout out to Miles.
Shout out to you, Miles.
You did an amazing job. He did do a really good
So
job.
good.
He deserved
Has
it.
a beautiful voice.
Beautiful voice. It sounds so mature and seasoned. He has like such a young face that you're just like, wow, you don't look like you would sound like. Even his talking voice, like, dang, you do not sound like you would sound like that.
No, he doesn't. What she say in the movie? She was like, "You look young" or something like that. He's like, "I'm not that young."
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I guess you're not, but you are.
Stop.
Taking us over to our three realists.
Yes.
This one is a little whimsical. This three realist is going to be three things that we would require somebody to summon us. You'd have to gather these three things to summon Tasha or Tay. So Tay, which one would you do?
Okay. I feel like this one is a clear one, I feel like, but I would say a yoga mat.
I was literally thinking that.
And even more so if you put like a water bottle and rolled it up in the yoga mat, you know what I mean?
Oh,
if you want to
shit.
get real,
Okay.
incantational.
Yeah, like put the water in the yoga mat, roll it.
Roll it, then drop it into the cauldron.
Then drop it into the cauldron, let it all melt together. I love it.
So boom, that. Second, a dairy-free chai. Girl, come on now. A dairy-free chai.
So like a chai latte with the
Yeah.
hot milk. Okay.
Girl, I damn near would pop up off that alone. So what do you say, chai? And then my last one would be like a gift card to a maintenance service of some kind, like a nail tech.
Oh,
or like
I was thinking about maintenance. I was like, what, like a ladder?
Right.
Oh, I thought ladder. Maintenance equals ladder.
like
I thought you meant like maintenance, like home maintenance. Like, okay, girl, DIY.
right. Like
Okay, so you
personal.
mean like a facial,
Yes.
or a massage, or
Yeah.
a pedicure, a manicure,
Damn near get a masseuse and put him in that motherfucker. Like,
a nail tech.
yes, put her there. Like
Put your lash girl in the cauldron.
in the cauldron. I'll settle for a gift card, but if you want me to appear faster,
Yeah, I heard that. Put the girl right on it.
put the girl guy. Okay.
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice, human sacrifice.
Human sacrifice.
That's
We'll get you there
crazy.
quicker. I'll come in flesh.
Right, shit. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that would summon me. What would summon
Okay.
you?
I'm gonna say pure coconut oil.
Ooh.
Sweet potato pie made from scratch. That actually tastes good. That's not lumpy. It needs to be smooth.
Mm.
A nice slice. I'd prefer the whole pie, but a really thick slice
Don't be
with a little bit of
skipping
whipped cream on
slice.
it. If it's a slice, you gotta put whipped cream on it. If it's the whole pie, naked. It's fine. But it gotta be made from scratch. Do not put no patty pie, no fake patty pie, because it ain't even Patty's pie. It's Walmart pie.
Right.
Don't let them trick you. No.
No.
Make a good one.
Homemade. Have your
And
mama
when
make
you
it.
eat it, you gotta be like, ooh, this is good. And then make me one. And go ahead and set that at the altar.
There you go.
And then, it was hard to choose between these two. Peppermint essential oil, because I feel like I put it in everything. I would put that in my laundry detergent. I put it in my little, everyone has a little cleaning, a little something you can make. I usually make a little cleaner with some apple cider vinegar, a little bit of dish soap, and some peppermint essential oil, and I use that to just wipe surfaces in my house. Or like a tea, a fragrance. If I want to just throw some peppermint essential oil to make a little refresher spray,
Fresh.
love that. Or a dragon's blood incense, just because that incense just smells really, really good.
Dragon's blood incense hits every time.
Yeah.
Every single time. Ooh, that's a good one.
So
Little
I would
sugar,
say-
little spice, everything nice.
Yeah, peppermint oil, dragon's blood incense, something you can smell, something you can taste, something you can nourish your body with.
A little touch.
Because the way I saw it, I like how you said the cauldron, but I see this person needing to do all of these things. Like,
Ooh.
take the pure coconut oil, put some on, and then set some aside for me.
I
Make the
like
sweet potato
that.
pie, eat some, and then set some aside for me.
Yes.
And then the peppermint essential oil, make a bottle, put some, oil in a nice fragrance bottle, spray it on yourself, and then set some aside for me.
Ooh.
Same with the dragon's blood instant, just light it and then set one aside for me. And
I
then
love
I'll be
that.
like, oh my God, hi.
Hi, I'm here.
What are you doing? You smell great. Smells great. You look great. Your
Smells
skin looks
good.
good, girl. What's
You look
going on? It's
hydrated.
coconut oil? Oh, yeah.
Let me get some.
Oil my scalp real quick and talk to you. What you need?
No, that's good. I like that. That's a very much less selfish approach. I'm over here like, bring it all. to me.
She's like, no, I need offerings.
I need offerings. Bring them all.
I feel like those are just
Drop them in the ocean.
my favorite thing. I was just thinking, like, if your spirit is floating through the ether, what if these things all get together? She's like, well, you got some sweet potato pie and peppermint oil, coconut oil. Oh, let me go over here.
We'll go over here.
Let me go over here. This is reminding me of my time as a human.
Ooh, yes.
Let me go back there.
You sipping this peppermint tea, smelling
Okay, smelling the peppermint oil, drinking, eating
little
this,
pie.
eating this sweet potato pie. Like, yeah.
looking hydrated with my coconut oil.
I'm gonna take some for the road. Don't. What do spirits do with coconut oil? Don't know.
Don't
But
know.
I'm gonna figure it out.
I like that.
I like it.
What would summon y'all?
I know. What would your three summoners be, or what were they called in Harry Potter? Horcruxes.
What are your Horcruxes and where would you hide them? Like,
Where would you hide them?
because you gotta go
I know,
find
because
it.
I was thinking, like, what if I made it super? At first, I was gonna say the toenail of a grizzly bear.
Ooh.
Like, how you gonna get that?
Ooh, shit.
Gotta work
You
for
gotta
that.
Work for
You
that.
gotta work for that.
You gotta hell work for that.
You might die trying to get that.
Right. But I'm worth dying for.
I might not even come either. You can get that toenail. I might not like how you got it from the
Right.
because don't hurt the grizzly bear.
Don't kill the bear just to cut
Cut
its
the
toe.
toenail off. They toenails. You don't have to kill something to take its toenail.
You don't.
You know, so if you kill the grizzly bear and take the toenail, I ain't coming.
Like,
I don't
find
like
a
that.
hibernating and then be very,
Yeah,
very
be nice to
quiet,
the bear.
like you're hunting
you know,
rabbits. Like,
feed it a, shoot it with a dart or something, or
Yeah.
feed it an edible and let it pass
Yeah.
out and then cut its toenail.
exactly.
Do that. Ask a zookeeper. Hey, you have a bear toenail?
Something
So many
humane.
ways you could do it in a humane way, but you kill a bear, I'm never gonna come see you. I don't like that.
Like, did you just kill a grizzly?
You just killed a grizzly bear,
Oh
or
my
any
gosh.
kind of bear,
Little
really.
black bear. I love
That was
black
doing
bears.
nothing to you.
Right.
Yeah, you're not good.
Like, you couldn't even get a koala bear toenail. Come on now.
There's heck of panda bears.
Oh my gosh, a red panda. Is that a bear?
I think so.
Red panda?
I think it's a bear.
Okay, yeah.
We could be wrong. I'm okay with that. Now we go into our weekly reel.
Let's
And
get
this
into
one is one that definitely is near and dear to me right now, which is doing what you love and knowing when and how to pivot. We've got a lot of examples of this, but a glowing example is How to Be Real itself. We originally started and we were on SoundCloud,
Yep.
and YouTube back in the day as well. And then we, put it down for a while, picked it back up, and even since 2023, us starting this, we've definitely pivoted. Studio,
Big time.
in studio, out of studio, this camera, that camera, this mic, that mic, these lights, that light.
This segment, that segment.
Yeah,
You know what I
different
mean?
social media strategies, events, just so many different things that we are still
Events,
trying and, plugging this in, seeing if it works, and if it don't, then we got to try something else. And at the same time, still doing it because we love it.
We
You know
love
what
it.
I mean?
Yes.
So,
we like pouring into it. It feels good.
yeah, we thought we'd talk about it just to kind of acknowledge how we're doing it now in our lives, and as How to Be Real, but also because we know just with the economy being what it is and times being what they are and life always being what life is gonna always be, there's so many of us that are pivoting right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In whatever way that may mean. There's so many changes happening that it's like, okay, now this is going to be this now. Let me try to figure that out and, add this, subtract that. So just wanting to, I don't know, have the discussion just so folks don't feel alone. And so that we don't feel alone. Because, it's really what it is.
It really is what it is.
You want to feel alone.
Yeah, because we definitely have experienced that. I feel like, I was just talking to my little brother, and he was he's 25, and he was kind of sharing a little bit about his experience, his journey. He just got a really good job, and really good job, proud of him. And like on paper it would be like, it looks great, making good money, especially for his age. I'm like, yo,
say that.
Yeah, he's like, ain't got no kids. He has no, like, he just is free.
That's his money.
That's his money.
Yeah.
But he has, he went to school for, psychology. He got his certification for, what is it? UX design. And that's really, he found that actually is where a lot of his passion lies, is in UX design. And then he got this great job, which is not in that. It's doing something totally else. And he just is asked me how did you deal with that? Feeling like I really want to do something, but I tried to make that work, and it just is not working for what I need right now. And something that I shared with him that I've discovered, not only with How to Be Real, but also just life, is that the key word was right now. It might not be working for you right now. It might not be the time right now for that passion or the passion project or the thing that you really love to shine at the moment. I feel like something that really helped me is looking at my priorities too. You know what I mean? Because Lord knows, when we were doing How to Be Real at the very beginning, we loved it. We were passionate as fuck about it.
Passionate about it.
We were we were doing all the things to try to make it work, make it our full-time thing and all the things. And we were both kind of in between gigs. You know what I mean?
Making it work.
Making it work. And it was just man, I think it's time for us to make some decisions, some hard decisions, prioritize what's really important to us right now.
Yeah.
Maybe we can come back to it. But right now, doing what we love, doing the passion is not it's really not meeting our needs.
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. I think that definitely, I think when you're in that kind of position, it absolutely helps you realize, like, okay, I think I need to pivot. I think I need to make a change.
Yeah.
You know?
And I know for me, it's not like I was going to use a hard day of play as an example. We were super passionate about that as well. But one thing that we didn't account for as much as we should have was getting the word out about this event. And so it just it wasn't received as well as we would like it to have been received.
You know, nah, I'm not even gonna let us go out like that, because no, I think we were doing a really good job at doing what we were ready to commit to, what we thought we were committing to. I think we showed up in the way that we needed to show up that way. Like we did create a bunch of content, we were posting about it a bunch, but I
just think we needed more time. We needed more lead up time.
And like
for the event size, I believe.
That, and though, I think that if we would have known that we were like a little more in charge of like
that we were kind of like on our own as far as marketing.
Yes, that I think we would have like done a lot more to make
we would have had to hit the ground absolutely running. We probably would have planned it for a year out, but we just thought we had an end with a certain. Anyway, doesn't matter.
It does, you know, and it's just
we thought we had help.
We thought we had more help than we did. Yeah. we thought we had more
help, and we did not.
You know,
marketing wise,
and that really, I think it opened our eyes to be like, okay, now we know every single time we do this, we have to go like as if we have no help. Even if we do have people who are like, oh, we can help get the word out. Great, I'm glad, but even if we have to operate as if we never do, that's what that really taught us. We learned a really, really kind of hard-learned lesson.
It was an expensive, emotionally expensive lesson. But wow, I say that to say, did that stop us from throwing events at all? No. We just scaled our events down and said, okay, let's bite off what we can chew. Yeah. And then work our way back up. Use the knowledge that we got from this event that all but happened, and use that to plan events that make a little more sense for our marketing kind of budget and, you know, where we are now. Because like you said, a key thing is right now. What can you do right now? Because maybe this can't be the full-time thing, right? Right. But you know, like your brother's design career. I don't really know what UX design is. I'm guessing like digital design somehow. It's like
you know, like it makes sure like your apps like run properly, like the look of how the app looks when you open it type thing. You know what I mean? Or like the look of the website when you open it on different platforms. Got you.
So it's like that might not be something where he's like fully doing that, but whatever you can do as far as, for me, I always say it's always about a foot in the door. Yeah. You know, maybe it's starting to network with people. Maybe it's making a LinkedIn profile as a UX designer or whatever, and how can you get more experience? Maybe there's another certificate he can get in the meantime, since you have some time and you have money, so get another certification that'll look good as a UX design, whatever. Start a hobby, make an app so that you have it on your resume. You know what I mean? There's stuff that he can do. It's not going to be your full-time thing, but there's stuff you can do to make it easier for you to walk through that door. Exactly. Just start walking towards it in whatever way that you can. And I feel like that has been my mentality, you know, with How to Be Real and just in general, to where it's like, okay, when you focus on not right now, not ever, because sometimes it's hard where you feel like if it's not now, then it's gonna be never. But those are not our two options, right? There are other options. There's right now, there's next year, there's in 5 years, and all of that, God willing, we'll get here eventually. For sure. And so it's like anything that you can do to just start walking in that direction, do that. Yeah. You know, that's kind of the thing. I know something that has me in like, okay, I I gotta do it. And I was a little bit resistant at first, is adding Pilates training to my hustle, my life hustle, and my ways to make money. And just feeling like, as a creative, it's like you want to do creative stuff. But I really do enjoy Pilates and being able to create workouts for people and have something to offer the community, and also something that connects me to other people, because that is something that I do like. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoy that aspect, even though sometimes it can get a little messy. I enjoy working with people. I don't want to be in an environment where it's just me and a computer all day.
Yeah.
That just feels like I would hate it.
It's a different kind of dream.
Yeah, and I've worked so many jobs like that, and I always hate them to death.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I think if I am adding anything, it is going to be something that's more social, and something that's more IRL.
Yes.
Something that's more just like, or something that can also kind of keep me moving as well, keep me going, keep me pretty active as well. So
not just sitting and staying. And
I'm an IRL girl. I'm better IRL. Please.
No, for real. And the thing, what's really cool is that, like, this is a perfect example of something that has made its way back around too, because this isn't your first time, like, or first year, like, kind of mentioning that, like, man, I think I have an interest in this. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what you do. You're like, okay, you know what? My priority is my acting career at this moment. And, like, I'm going to, I think the thing is when you're passionate about something, when you love something and you enjoy it, it comes back around.
It does.
You're not going to ever forget it.
Yeah.
You know, I think sometimes when we're like, oh, if I can't do it now, I'll never do it. I think for me, it comes off as like, I'll forget about it, or like right now I have the energy to do it, and I have the excitement behind it, and if I don't do it now, it'll just never get done because I'll be the blocker to it.
Yeah.
You know? And the thing is that you won't be. If you really care about it, if it really makes you like excited when you think about it, or it continues to be a thought throughout the time, you'll come back to it. You'll never forget it.
Yeah,
you know?
You'll never, or when that opportunity does come around, or someone mentions something, or you meet somebody and it's like, oh, I'm in UX design. I'm actually certified that. I would love to. Let me pick your brain about that. That'll be the thing that maybe does bring it back around. Somebody coming in your life and being like, oh, shoot. Like for me, it was like, I said the thing about the Pilates, and then somebody gave me a reformer, and it was just like, okay.
Wow.
I think that's a sign, you know? and it's cool because it's crazy to think, because like with the Substack, I've been doing it now for 22 weeks. I've done it 22 weeks. I've been on there posting my newsletters and my posts and stuff. And when I started, it kind of, and the same thing with How to Be Real, right? We started posting our podcast episodes in 2023, and it all feels so like new, and you know, oh, we're just so new to this, and we haven't been doing it, and I don't really know, I'm a newbie, all these things. But then it's like a year later, you turn around and like, dang, I've been doing this for a year. I really do this.
I really
do
this.
I really be writing newsletters every week. I really, am a trainer, like you with yoga. It's like watching you go from, a yogi who loves to practice yoga to like now you're, teaching yoga all over the city is like, dang, that, and looking back now, I remember when you were going through the training and it was like, you were like, this is a lot. Like, this is long. I'm sitting on the ground all day. Like, I'm there all dang day from sun up to sundown. This is so much. And then, being like, I like it, I'm learning a lot, but I just cannot wait for this to like be over. I want my weekends back, because you were there all weekend. Yep. And I remember when you finally finished, and then you were like, interviewing or auditioning and getting jobs or whatever, and then working over here, and then upgrading. Upgrading from this place to this place, and just kind of.
We love an upgrade.
Yes. So. Yeah, just seeing that, and now it's been like 2 years, going on 2 years.
It's going on 2 years in May, which is crazy.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Now you're a yoga teacher with years with an S experience. Like that's so cool.
That's why. Thank you, friend. So I appreciate that.
The time gonna pass anyway.
The time gonna pass
in no time. You going from beginner. I think that is something. When I think of like. Things that can give me pause or make me feel like when pivoting to something else, or even pivoting back to something that we've always liked, is that feeling of feeling like, oh, I gotta start over, or I gotta be a beginner. You know, that isn't a good feeling as an adult. Like the older you get, it's not gonna get easier. It's actually gonna get harder, because then you start to think like, oh my God, at my big age, I'm a new person who doesn't know what they're doing. That doesn't feel right. That feels like
becoming an obstacle.
Yeah, it feels like a downgrade. Like you feel like you've demoted yourself, and you know. The truth of the matter is, there's nothing wrong with being a beginner at any age.
Literally.
Because if you're going to be an expert at anything, you have to be a beginner first.
And honestly,
there's no way around it.
Exactly. And it's so inspiring to see. For me, when I'm seeing, like, at yoga teacher training, there was a woman who, she was, like, in her 50s. And she, like, was going through training as well. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love seeing that. I like it. It makes me feel so good when I see somebody else who's like at a older stage of life than me, but like is still doing new things.
Trying to, because it's never too late. Time is relative. If you got breath in your body and a pep in your step, go out and try something. Why not?
Why not?
Why the heck not?
But something I wanted to ask you, because I think that this is definitely something, I know we kind of have touched on it in passing, but you know, when I think back about Day of Play,
oh my God,
it really took a toll on us. Like, we really did have to go through a grieving process.
Taxing.
Even planning to talk about it today on this show felt like a little mental prep, because
it absolutely did. It felt like a wound. Like, for a long time, it felt like a wound that would bleed anytime I thought about it.
Felt
like, you know what I mean? Felt like this is still not totally healed. Keep the Band-Aid on it. Do not take it off.
For that reason, I think it's super, like, it's important to note that pivoting does require a certain kind of mindset when you're going through
it. Oh my God, yeah.
Or to kind of help you prepare. What are some things that help you or have helped you prepare, like kind of shift? Or do you think that like you've built up to help you shift a little easier now?
Yeah, for me, definitely grieving the plans, or grieving whatever plan A was, or, you know, with the original plan, grieving that. And, you know, something that helped me understand that was reading The Artist's Way. And there was you know, it's full of a lot of different exercises and, you know, questions that you answer. And one of them was to list your creative losses. And that was, I happened to happen upon that like right after, like a month or two after Day of Play was supposed to happen. And I remember I was listing a bunch of old ones, right? Old ones, I was listing those, no problem. And then I, you know, put the pen down and took a sip of tea, and then I was like, that's a creative loss. And I wrote it down, and I almost teared up. I was like, God dang it. I know. Because it feels so, like, something you liked turned to dust in your hand. It's just
truly.
So it's so dramatic, but literally I was like, dang. And that, I loved that though, because that particular part of, you know, you write down your creative losses and then you're to grieve them, right? How they made you feel, and, you know, own those feelings and say like, yeah, that freaking sucked. And I remember being really honest with you. I think both of us didn't talk about it for like a few weeks. We were like, finally, one of us mentioned it, and it was just, and it was like, girl, how you feeling? And I was like, you know, I'll be honest, I'm hurt about that. Yeah. That hurt. That really hurt. And so I think giving that space to grieve it and say like, yeah, this was supposed to happen like this, and it didn't.
Especially when you give it your all, because we really gave it our all. If it were, we like literally when we say it could have happened, we were fully prepared. Yeah. Everything was ready to go down. And when I say we had to make the decision within like 3 days, or was it 2 days?
I think it was like 2.
2 days before the event happened. And to have to cancel on some stuff that you feel like you just have no control over, like
there's nothing you can do.
There's literally nothing you can do to this point. It just, it sucks.
It really sucked.
And it really like, because you never, well, let me not say never, but for the most part, I feel like from my experience, let me know if you agree, but it's very rarely that you know you're about to go through a season of pivoting.
No, like, not freaking, you don't get a, like, oh, by the way, in a few months, you're going to have to pivot. So be prepared. No, it's usually like a crash.
It's like on the,
it's like it hits you in the face. Like, whoop, that's not working. And I don't know. That particular one was like, a stab to the gut.
Yeah, I think like something like because of the way that those kinds of things happen just on the fly, something that like, and because you can't really prepare, something that I feel like mindset wise that you can do like on a daily to help is like, I think you really, do you mind if I share what you shared? Okay. Something that you're doing right now that really makes me think of this, which is I think is an important practice to practice every day, is having that like really easy to remember mantra like at your mirror that you can look at every day. And Tasha's, which I think is beautiful for this everyday practice, was it I don't force, I allow?
No, don't force it, let it flow.
Don't force it, let it flow. Don't force it,
It's like
let
the
it
first
flow.
thing I see in the morning.
Yes.
When I look in my bathroom mirror. So,
And that in itself is a form of like meditation. If you're not like, you know, a super meditation type person, I think that like an affirmation can absolutely work. And I feel like it kind of helps you work on that mental aspect of like not being too attached to something. So if you do need to pivot, it's like, let me not force this going in the other direction.
If you start feeling all that resistance, you gotta just say, hey.
Yeah.
Let me just go with the flow. It's okay. I might have to circle back around, you know, and it works for me on such like a small level and a big level. Like if say I want to wear a shirt and I go to wear the shirt and there's a little stain on it. So I get a Tide pen and I get that little stain. And then I look at it and there's some dog hair, so now I'm lint rolling it. And then I go to smelling it and it's like, oh, this doesn't really smell that fresh. Instead of trying to now go and find some refresher spray or throw it in the dryer to make it fresh, it's like, girl, you're doing too much. You have so many other shirts. Throw this in the dirty clothes. Throw it in the dirty clothes. Because everything you just did, guess what? It's dirty. It need to be washed. Go ahead on, throw that one in there and find a different shirt.
Stop.
I know the outfit would have been cute, but you have other cute outfits.
Thank you.
It's gonna be all right. Old me would have forced it. I'd have been like, oh, I'm gonna refresh this. I'm gonna hand wash it and throw it in the dryer. Like, girl, why? Now I'm sitting here hoping my shirt dries. Come on.
Like, let's just find another shirt.
You just added 15 more minutes to your time. Let it flow. Not this shirt. And so now I just feel like, you know, from there on up to bigger things, it's like, don't force it. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's all right.
Life is life, baby. Let her be.
Yeah.
Something else I wanted to say is just like being realistic about a situation. If you're in a situation and you're like, hey, some alarm bells or some ideas are popping in your head of like, hey, what if we pivoted? What if we did this? And it sounds like a good idea, but there is this resistance of like, oh, I'm over here with this and all the sunken costs and the time and the energy and the this and the that and all these reasons. Like, being realistic about a situation of like, hey, I got this idea, this ping over here. This is a rational thought here. This is logical. This makes sense. When I really think about it, this is realistic. If I'm realistic about the situation, I do need to do this.
Yeah. So, let me make that happen. That's true.
Like when we had to cancel, it was just like, you know, there's that part of you that doesn't want to, and then there's a part of you that's like, yeah, honestly, this probably is the best choice.
Yeah, like
so
bite the bullet.
Yeah, that's the swallow the big pill and just let it hurt going down.
Yep. And it's like, I think sometimes when you have to pivot, there's that fear of like starting over, starting fresh, or even just failure.
Yeah, or just pulling the plug and being like, damn,
like that failed.
There it is. There it went.
Yeah, there it went.
We tried.
And I feel like something, since I want to keep using Day of Play for that example, I think for me it wasn't necessarily, there was the feeling of like, man, we did all that and then I would want to do it again, but that would require us to start over from scratch for a whole different type of event. Like just all over again. But I think even more what hurt me even more than that feeling was the feeling of like failing. Like feeling like, fuck. Pivoting, leaving the original direction of what this was going means I fucking failed. Means that I didn't do something right. Like, and that honestly, sometimes you know how they, you know, the famous saying, try again. It's hard to try again.
And that's why when they talk about like people who make it, businesses who make it, I think that's what makes it such a small group of people and businesses that do end up making it to a certain point is because you are going to hit a lot of U-turns. There's going to be a lot of loss. There's going to be a lot of failure. Things that were supposed to go this way that went that way or never went anywhere, and in all of that is kind of, you are going to evaluate and be like, well, is this even worth it? And sometimes you get to the point where it's like, no. And sometimes you get to the point of like, yes, it's worth doing, but we need to do it like this.
Yeah.
And I think, like you were talking about earlier, kind of not attaching so much to your plan, being and looking exactly the way you planned it to look, the less attached you can be to that, the more you can actually be realistic and do the next thing that I want to say is doing what works. Gathering your information and make an informed change. That's what a real a healthy pivot is. There's pivoting and being reactionary, and then there's like, no, I'm actually going to take this failure and take the information that I learned from this failure, take the experience that I've gained from this failure. Like, this event didn't happen the way that it was supposed to, but we learned so many things.
We did.
We have, made connections, and there was a lot that was learned and gained from just planning that event.
Girl, talk about it. I feel like we learned our thresholds. We learned, like, we're super sensitive with each other now about, like, our capacities.
Yes.
Like, we are super intentional about what and when we plan something.
Yeah.
And so it's like, and like the level of efforts that are going to go into it. Like, we really, honestly, although it was a big upset, you're right. We learned so much.
We learned a lot.
And now it's like although it felt like a, quote, failure for a while, it's like actually it set the tone and it gave us the experience and the learnings that we needed to make sure that everything that we do from here on out or from then on out it feels good to us. It feels good in our bodies. Because I feel like there were little moments looking back on it where we both were like,
maybe it just feels like this because of this. And
yeah.
It's still going. So yeah, absolutely. I agree. And then learning about just us. Like, I learned a lot about myself from all of this. Because the main thing that I learned is, like, I do care and I do want to do live events.
Yeah,
like, yes. I do. I want to do it, and if it needs to be in a more communal way, that's fine. Like, I think that was the learn there of, like, because as much as that hurt and was like, oh my gosh, as much as that was what it was, it definitely, the fact that we were both able to be like, hey, we do want to do another event.
Yeah.
Let us know that it was important to us to get people together. Like, that is a pillar of How to Be Real. So that was information, really good information. And so it's important to gather that information and then do what works. As much as you'd love to just throw this huge event, does it work right now? No. What works is throw smaller events, get people together, increase your brand awareness, increase your reach on social media, and work your way up to these events.
Yes.
In no time, you'll be able to do it, and it'll be effortless marketing, because we'll already have a certain marketing strategy in place where we'll just plug it right on in and it'll be fine. But here we are, still learning a marketing strategy, growing exponentially. Right. Honestly, we had our
crush.
Okay, we
our
had
quarterly goals.
Our quarterly goals, and we absolutely crushed our last quarter goals. So we are, like, definitely on a good track. But it's something to where we were able to slow down, because passion wants you to move fast. Passion wants you to run. Yeah. Full speed ahead, which is great. But the way that things work, a lot of times, for some people, it works like that, and that's great. God bless you.
Yeah.
But
Godspeed.
Yes. But it doesn't always work like that. A lot of the times, realistically, you are going to have to build and start here and then go from here to here, from there to there. And that's fine. Yeah. It's so funny. I think, like, social media has affected our brains in this way, to where slow progress just don't be enough for us. We all want things to go from 0 to 100. And it's like, that's just not real. That's not real. That's AI.
Right? The deep fake. Like,
it never happens like that. It never did.
Real.
From the beginning of time, You learning anything, learn how to walk. Did you just go from 0 to walking? You didn't.
What's
right?
What's that saying where it's like anything worth having takes time?
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah, there we go. And it's true. I agree with that.
Good things take time.
Good things take time. And I think that that's like, because even back when we started How to Be Real back in 2015, we were talking about wanting to do gatherings and like wanting to I think at that time it was a different kind of gatherings that we were thinking about and, brainstorming about, dreaming about. And so it has been something that was put off for a long, long time. And like we are, made our way back around and started getting like, we came back to it years later. Like, and it is something to where like, I know that whoever is needing to hear this message, like it's okay to wait. It's okay to go slow. It's okay to pace it out. If you have to make it a side hustle, if you have to step away completely for a while, if you are needing to just kind of grieve something that happened, or maybe you are like, man, I actually need to plan a little better. Like, it's okay.
Or you need help.
You need
a partner. You need an investor. Whatever. All of that is, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. And it's information. Just work with it. You know, it's not bad. It's not good. It's just is what it is.
It doesn't mean you're not disciplined. It doesn't mean you're lazy. It doesn't mean you failed. It doesn't mean all these negative things that, like you said, social media and a lot of like, fakes be trying to tell you it means. You're just,
that kind of goes into what I want to mention about just being kind to ourselves and giving grace to ourselves in these processes, because even in a pivot, you might start off thinking that's going to go one way and then it'll go a different way. But the cool thing about that is once you get in pivot mode, it's so easy. I'm going to be honest. Since that day of play, that was the first like humongous public pivot that I've had to take in my life. That like, this is we had to announce that pivot.
Yeah, we did. We had vendors.
My God. We had to send emails. It was crazy. It was a huge, big, massive pivot that was public. So for me, it made pivoting in other areas just so much easier to where you're just like, oh, this ain't working no more. I remember Tay and I was just like, it was like, hey, we're shooting the podcast. This light don't work, girl. Don't force it. It's fine. Let's use this one. Yep. Let's just go. if it's not as light, who cares? As long as the audio's clear, let's just go.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't even put the video out.
Maybe this one doesn't have a video.
Yeah, maybe it's just audio. We're pivoting for here. Like it literally it made everything else just feel like, does anything matter? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. Some things do matter, but not everything does.
There we go.
Far less things matter than we think matter. That's what I will say. That's what I learned from that. So just be kind. You know what I'm saying? Be graceful with yourself. If you bust out crying over just your pivot, and you might think, man, if I say this out loud to somebody, they are gonna think I am so petty, and so they're gonna be looking at me like, "Are you good? Like, you okay?" But really, it really is just this plan that didn't go as planned. And if that's upsetting, take the space you need, babe. Cry in the shower. Listen to your sad playlist. Do what you need to do. Write about it. It's okay to feel that. It is okay to feel it. And honestly, How to Be Real, this is a safe space for you to feel whatever you want to feel.
Okay.
Because damn, that day of play. That's how I feel. Even today. And that was years ago.
For real. We on your last day of play.
This day. Yeah. So yeah, it's okay. And then like we were saying earlier, like, a process is a process. Slow progress is still progress. And I always tell myself that as long as I am on my path and walking towards this life that I want, that it's okay. It doesn't matter how windy it gets, no matter how foggy and, hard to see the path gets. If I keep going, then I can look myself in the eye and know that I'm doing everything that I can do.
Yes.
And I can be proud of that.
Hell yeah. You're
good.
still...
The detours are fine. Everyone has them.
You are still you, even if your dream changes or your path to that dream changes.
Absolutely. You take a detour.
Still a good person.
You're still you. You're still great. And you're still on your way. So don't tell yourself that. Even if you got to take a pause, take a rest for whatever reason, that's fine too. You're still on your way.
Slow movement is still movement.
Okay,
honey.
even when you at the stoplight, you still en route.
Okay, thank you.
Our last segment today is I don't like that. One of our favorites.
It is one of our favorites.
You want to kick us off? What you don't like?
You know, I can kick us off, girl. I don't like that last Stranger Things episode. You got
That's
that?
on my list.
Yes!
I'm glad I put another one on there because, girl,
Listen, because
terrible. Was
what
it not?
are you talking about? I cannot stand when series do this. Like, it feels like, how is it that y'all have been off the air for what?
7, 8, 5 years?
Okay, and then
At least 4 years.
and why does if 4 years? Why does the last episode of the season, and honestly, kind of the last season, why does it feel so like rushed? I'm gonna be honest.
And it was long as hell. Why was it rushed when you had time?
Thank you. Like the first episode, also they broke it up into 3 parts, and
Pretty much 3 movies to be
3
real, because they were
movies.
each like 2 hours at least long.
the first episode got me pumped. I'm not gonna lie. The first episode, I was like, I remember telling you, I had no expectations for Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And that first episode, I was like, oh.
Yeah, it was pretty
Okay.
good. It was pretty good.
Y'all pulled me in, set up Will to be Powers and all the things. And then after that, I was like, what are we doing? What's happening? And then we spend the last fucking like 45 minutes to an hour of the last episode of the series talking about where everybody is in the future? How did we get here? How did Hopper become the chief of police after murdering people?
What happened to the military? Where'd the U.S. military go? That they were clapping, they were killing, they were military people. Where did they go?
Where did they
what
go?
happened? Where's everybody? Where's the lads? Where's the pregnant women?
Where's the pregnant
All those pregnant women, did they all die? Did y'all
Literally.
forget about them? Did they live? What happened with them?
What happened to the Demogorgons and the Demodogs
Where
and the
did
bats?
all of those monsters go? How did y'all make it to the Upside Down and meet nobody?
Vecna had squad. Y'all not only did you go to the Upside Down, y'all went to the place that they came from.
Yeah.
And there was just nothing. It was
Nothing but a big old thing. One big old thing. And y'all were walking. Walking. We have
Just
30.
walking.
We have 30 seconds. Okay. Mosey. Let's watch a play. What is going
What
on?
are you talking
What's
about?
happening? Oh my God. And then how many times are y'all going to have Vecna laid out with his neck like this and just let him go?
Just let him go. Like, y'all made the most pivotal, most like pinnacle part of the show, like, it felt like 3 minutes long.
Then
Like,
Then you told us that 11 was the only one who could kill Vecna, but 11 didn't kill Vecna. Will's mom did?
Right. She just impaled him. But Vecna's supposed to be lightweight, stronger than 11? Like, what the hell is going on here? And then, I don't know, all of a sudden Nancy's Rambo, and like fucking she can shoot on top of the tank with precision and hit military men without them hitting her. I don't know. There was just too much going on. I don't like series that leave you with more questions than answers. I don't like that. It's one thing to do a nice little like cool where like there's one last final question like where is 11? Is she alive? Maybe she's not alive,
that was a cute way. I thought that was cute.
That
like
was
being
cute.
like, oh, she did this, or oh, she disappeared and died. Like I like leaving that open is nice.
Cool.
She was the main character. I think that's nice.
Yeah.
But
Little
all the
obscurity's
other
fine.
nonsense was just like, and then, okay, Hopper wasn't as affected as Mike was that 11 was dead. But
Girl.
throughout the big, long episodes, how many scenes did Mike and 11 have together?
Hello?
Where was the chemistry? Where was the I forgot that they were even together until they like hugged and they had their little moment at the very end. And I
At
was like,
the
oh,
last
so they
part.
are together. They are still a thing. They were going to run away together? When was this? Like, why was that not in the... I don't know.
I'm a big believer that in the end of a series, at a series finale, not every main character needs a monologue.
Okay.
Like, that's my vote.
But if anyone deserved an explanation, homegirl that was in a coma for 2 years, graduated with everybody.
Oh, right. Right. Girl, how?
So she missed sophomore and junior year, and probably most of senior year.
Probably, yes.
And
now she's graduating.
she's graduating with everybody?
At Hawkins, we don't even care anymore. Just cross the stage. Like,
What's going
just come
on?
across the stage.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Hey, whatever. She was
Yeah.
doing her homework in the Upside Down. I don't know, child. This was really, I didn't like it.
Yeah, I don't like that. What's one of yours, girl?
Oh, man. I don't like people who fear monger about what's going on, all the craziness in our country and in the world, and call it revolutionary. People who spread hate and panic and fear and kind of judge everyone else, like everything that happens. Oh, there's a protest over here. You think this protest is doing anything? They're killing us. And it's like, okay, sweetheart. What?
Whoa.
What are you talking about? And I've seen so much of it, like when SNAP benefits were canceled and people were opening food banks and food pantries to help each other. And everyone was like, this is great and all, but this is not going to stop Project 2025 or Project 2020. And you're just like, we're not saying that it is, but people are fucking hungry right now.
Literally.
And so what we're trying to do is feed people. That's all this is. The protest is bringing awareness and getting us all on the same page and unifying against what we all know to be true right now. Does this mean that this protest, this gathering, is going to change everything? No. I don't think anybody thinks that.
No.
But it's giving us all a constructive place to put all of that energy. Which you sitting here wanting people to be alarmed, sitting on our couches in our homes with hardly any power to change any of this shit while we sit at home on our couches upset and alarmed. You wanting us to do that is absolutely not revolutionary. It's actually damaging to society. Stress kills, literally kills people, causes disease and kills people. Why do you think this government wants to stress us out so much? Because it's a tactic, right? They're attacking us. They're oppressing us with all of this stress. That's the whole point of everything. So if we are sitting here telling each other to just be angry at everyone who voted for Trump, what is that doing? How is that changing anything? How?
Yep.
I feel like you can feel how you feel as far as, yeah, you were dumb. Why did you vote for that? I get that. But going out and like cussing out these people, what is this doing? It's not doing anything. It's adding more of that energy into your life, into the community. We here now, boo. We can't do nothing about this. These people can't go back in time and change their vote. A lot of them probably would if they could.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying, oh, come here and give me a hug. But I am saying, like, hey, I don't even want to spend energy on you. I want to spend energy doing things that matter, doing things that actually make a difference, doing things that, like we were talking about in the weekly reel, that walk me toward what we want. Because we know we cannot go from zero to revolution.
No, we can't.
We can't.
Like, that's just not, that's like we were saying earlier, realistic.
Okay, that's not realistic with this government and this military, as violent as everything is, even now, and most of the protests are peaceful. We've got to be smart. We've got to start with meeting the needs of the people. Because if we can make sure that we all have energy, we all have food, we all feel safe enough that we can trust each other and reach across the street and care about each other, if we all know that we care, then we can all stand together.
Thank you.
And that is how we do that shit.
Yes.
We stand together. That's what we need to do. And people can say, as cliche as that sounds, it's the truth, though.
It's the truth.
It's the freaking truth.
If I'm angry at my neighbor, there's no way I can, or there's no way I'm going to reach across and see what's up. Or if we're both like in a perpetual state of anger, we're going to be too clouded to even look up and see there's another human being who maybe needs us. Maybe I need you.
Or that we can stand with. At the very least, we can both stand together. We have somebody that's going to stand with me. Absolutely. And I think that's a lot of the fear. I know I can speak to that as far as when we think about certain things, you feel like no one wants to go out there and protest against this government by themselves. No one wants to do that. It's scary. You're putting yourself at risk. But when we all have each other, when there's a group of us, it feels safer. That's just human nature. We feel safer in groups. Yeah. So I say all of that to say, if you're calling yourself a revolutionary and you're online spreading panic, spreading fear, spreading hate, poo-pooing everybody who's trying to do something in their community, you're not as revolutionary as you think. I think you're just angry, and that's okay because we all are. Yeah. But you could do something with those feelings. You could do something with that passion. You could do something with that anger. There's something you could do that would be miles more revolutionary if you were to actually put that energy into your community, into the world around you. In a positive way, right? In a constructive way. Oh, you're so angry about SNAP getting cut. Let me open up a food pantry. Or where's the food pantry I can go donate to? That's going to be more revolutionary. We think about things that the Black Panthers did, like starting the free breakfast program. Would you look back at that and say that wasn't revolutionary? It absolutely was. It was one of the
classes in their homes to teach people the law.
Exactly. All of these things are absolutely revolutionary. I know in the local parks in my area, there were Know Your Rights Against ICE packets being dropped off at just different little packets that you could pick up. Yeah. That's revolutionary. But sitting here telling everybody who's trying to do something that they're not doing enough, not revolutionary.
That's just, like you said, that's just fear-mongering.
Fear-mongering and bullying. You know what I mean?
Like, how are you going to talk about all that and you're not even dropping links to where we can find a solution, or like you're not dropping a bulleted list of like
organizations or different actions or different things that people could do. You're not trying to be constructive. You're just being kind of a bully.
Right, because you're not even like, hey, y'all should be more concerned. So meet me here at the next city council meeting or something like that. Like,
yes. Something. There's got to be something. Telling everybody they ain't doing enough and we need to take up arms against the United States military is absolutely not. Like, that just sounds stupid. You pick up a gun towards the military. Why do you think everybody else in the world is so afraid of this military? That's where all our money goes. Yeah. Please, stop. That's not smart. I don't have training. I don't have a gun. I'm not going to do that. That doesn't sound like a good idea. That's most Americans. Most of us.
Like, I'm like, if you're angry and you feeling it like that, like a way to provide and give back and make a solution, maybe you need to be hosting a training, like a fighting training or ballistics.
Gun training, how to shoot a gun, how to load a gun. Do that. If you think that's what it's gonna take, insert your talents there. But I feel like being that finger pointer online, thinking you're better than everybody else and doing more than everybody else because you yapping about it and typing about it. Sorry, boo, it's not what you think it is.
Bitch.
We're trying our best. God damn it. And will it ever be enough? I don't know. I hope so.
I hope so. One of these days.
Because, Lord have mercy. Right now, it's like a revolutionary act just to tell the truth on here.
Woo.
Just to not believe the lies. Honestly, the propaganda in and of itself. You know what I'm saying? Resisting the propaganda in and of itself is a revolutionary act. Put that phone down. Don't take the bait, child. They want you to be upset. They want you broke down, stressed out. Okay,
neurons just firing off all over the place.
Scared of everybody, in your house, panicked. That's how they want you to be.
Alone, not trusting anyone.
Exactly. Anything you can do, even if it's just take a daggone walk and smile at your neighbor, that is resisting the propaganda, baby.
Hello, thank you.
We are not each other's enemies.
And speaking of resisting the propaganda, I don't like the AI that is being used to further that propaganda.
Girl, so that's one of mine too, girl.
Girl, there is a new AI engagement tool that is being dispersed and tested. I think it's already out, but like it's in the early stages where creators, businesses, brands, anybody who has access to it can use it to like comment under people's posts and So you will not even need to watch or know what that person's content is because you can schedule an engagement bot. Like, and it's
they'll be like, this is a great post.
Yes.
Like what?
Something, exactly. That's exactly right. Yes. And I'm like, bro, so that, again, another human element that completely removes it. And it's like, bro, we're literally on here to engage with other people, to watch and listen and learn and all the things.
Social media. And you're taking the social completely out of it.
So it's like, just what's the point of us being on here? So again, now it's just an ad site. Like, it's just a site for people to sell and buy, and that's really it. To sell and buy, make money.
Capitalism ruins everything.
Literally, I'm like, bro. So people were talking about like, okay, good ways to combat that, like to basically in 2026, like a way to make sure that you're not being seen as a part of the AI takeover is being like, okay, going live more, if that's your type of vibe, or doing like a voice note in the DMs instead of like just like, doing a regular
Oh my
type to the
God.
DM, so that people know I'm a real human. I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, thanks for sending me a message. Da da da. You know what I mean? Voice on the DMs, or like more of those small groups, like broadcast channel groups, or like Discord groups, things like that. Posting more like behind the scenes type content, so that you can just let people in and let you know I'm a fucking human.
Yeah.
The fact that we have to prove that we're fucking humans, I don't like any part of that. Like, what the fuck?
I'm telling you, this AI stuff. And for me, what I don't like about the AI is that they're telling us that it's inevitable and there's no stopping it. That's been the narrative about it all the time, but you can stop it.
Yeah.
You can stop AI. We don't need it. We don't need it. We don't need it. We really don't. Unless you're going to automate my dishwasher.
That's what I'm saying.
What I mean?
As a tool.
Automate my washer or my dryer to restart when the clothes are still wet. Like, that's what we need AI to do. If you can do that so I don't have to keep restarting my dang dryer because my blanket ain't all the way dry. Other than that, I really don't know what we need AI in our social and our creative, artistic spaces.
No.
And another thing that I will say, AI in social media, AI in customer service.
Oh my gosh. Human. 0 pounds, 0 pounds.
If your website couldn't help me, why do you think this chatbot will be able to help me? Why do you think that?
Yeah.
The digital ain't it. I need to talk to the lady.
Please.
Get me to the person so that I can tell them. And it's crazy because have you ever been in a situation where you're dealing with that bot, you finally get to the person, you say what your issue is, and they click, fix it.
Yeah, and it's easy. Just like that.
If only I didn't have to talk to the chatbot on your website to get the fucking phone number and then call you. Then you had to call me back because there was too many people on the phone, and now you called me back and I answer, and now it's a chat bot, and I got to give my information to a bot just to get to the dang person. It's
9 times out of
ridiculous.
10, after you give the information and you tell the chat bot what your problem is, all things, you end up having to repeat that same process as soon as you talk to the human.
So it's like, who did I just give my information to?
Right. And why did the information not pop up on your screen? Like, why do I have to give it to you?
What's the point of the goddamn chat bot?
Like, literally.
What is the point of the bot?
It's just to keep me busy? Like,
I want to talk to a human being. I don't care where they are in the world. I don't care what accent they have. I don't care. Give me a person.
I just don't like...
Speaks my language, please.
Thank you. I just don't like how AI, like you said earlier, it should be used as a tool. I don't need it. I don't want it to think. For me, like, take out the thinking out of my human experience.
I don't want to talk to it. I don't know why you think I want to have a conversation with a bot. I don't want to talk to a bot. This bot ain't going to tell me nothing that I want to know or don't already know.
Or can't find elsewhere.
You're not going to make me genuinely chuckle. And even if you do, it's because of me, not because of you. I don't want to do this.
I trained you.
I don't want to do this. And I've seen there's a lot of creators who use AI to make content. Meaning like, oh, I asked ChatGPT this and this is the shitty result. And it's like, you're still using the AI.
Yeah.
You're talking shit about it, but you're using it. And you're using thousands of gallons of water to make shitty shit with AI. Stop it. These data centers are literally giving people cancer. We have to stop. You have to stop it. Stop using AI. That's revolutionary. Resist. Get off of there.
Resist.
Please. Lord have mercy. It's not life or death. You really don't need it. You don't need it at all.
Yeah.
You really don't.
It comes in handy. But it's like, pick and choose your battles. Don't use it to fucking comment and take out the thinking part of your writing and your artwork. Anyway.
Don't use it to take off the thinking part of anything.
Thank you.
Your brain is going to be so much better. It's so sad that you have to tell people that.
I know.
You have to think. Read a book.
I don't need to read.
Don't ask AI to summarize it. I know Sam Altman, the guy from OpenAI, said that he don't think he could have raised his kids without AI. What the fuck is AI having to do with raising your kids? What part is it playing that you can't do it without AI?
Yeah, that's very strange.
What's going on?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Yeah. Most of the humans that are alive right now were raised without AI.
By other humans.
And are still being raised without AI.
Yeah. So
what the fuck are you talking about, dude? That's crazy. I feel like it's a lie. I feel like that's a blatant fucking lie. They're lying about how profitable AI is. They're lying about how useful AI is. They're lying about how necessary AI is. It's all a lie. They have everything to gain by lying to you. It's a lie. a lot of the shit that we're getting from media is a lie. And
all a lie.
I sound like the foil hat person, but I'm like, it's such a lie. They're lying to you. They're lying to you.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't like that.
I don't like that at all. The last thing I will say is how bloody and gory things are when you watch them. Like even a comedy, right? Something that's just like, oh, I thought this was just gonna be something funny, but they smashed some guy's head and showed all the blood and brains splatter against the wall, and that was supposed to be funny.
Like Deadpool Wolverine.
Deadpool Wolverine. What's that one with John Cena?
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker.
Ooh, shit. Yeah,
stuff
Peacemaker
like that.
gory.
Other movies like, Bullet Train and just different movies where you're just like, okay, even back in the day, these movies there would be violence, someone would get shot, but it wouldn't be super bloody. It wouldn't be super gory. We're not
super
watching
graphic.
Yeah, it's like super duper graphic. Even some of the comedy, like I know Tom Segura has a sketch comedy show on Netflix. I forget what it's called, but it's really gross. There's like a whole bunch of like poop and like people pooping their pants and them showing the actual poop. It's just really just a lot of grotesque type stuff, and it makes me wonder, like, why?
Yeah.
Why is this? Even some animated stuff you watch, it's like they animate the gore and the blood and the guts, and it's like, why are you doing that? I don't understand. I had to stop watching Rick and Morty for that reason.
I know.
It was just too grotesque, and it's just like, this is an animated thing, and I'm covering. It's so weird, and I feel like, I don't know if they're trying to like desensitize folks, but I find it really off-putting. Like, this is supposed to be a comedy. What are we watching?
Why is it so?
Why'd that man's head just blow up like that? I don't know.
Am I supposed to laugh at that? Like, are you trying to force death being funny to me?
I'm kind of scared.
No, for real. Like, yeah, I agree. I don't like that either.
Yeah, that's my last one. Just like too much blood, too much gore. And maybe I'm just growing up and maturing.
But no, I agree with you. Let's dial it back a bit,
like,
y'all.
Do we need to see that? I didn't want to see that. I feel like I find myself saying that. Like, I didn't want to see that. Especially if you're watching something while you're eating. And you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was going to happen. Why did they do that? What are we watching?
Literally. Like, even the scary movies, even though they've always been, like, gory, I feel like the way that they make it so... Because before it's like, it's gory, but it's clearly a fake arm.
Yeah, they try to make it look so real.
They make it look so real, like the blood, they keep the camera on, like you said, somebody's head being smashed open or squeezed to death or you're like, oh my god, oh my goodness. Also, how do you know what that looks like? You made that look very realistic. Like, did y'all watch somebody die?
And why do you want it to look like that? Like you said, why do you want to show me the person's eyes getting popped out their head?
Literally.
Why do you want me to see that so, like...
vividly?
Yeah. Why do I need to see that entire process?
I don't.
I don't think I do. I think it's fine. I do too. I'm like, at first I thought it was me. I was like, oh man, I just can't take this anymore. And I'm like, no, I feel like it's like more in your face, more up close, more slow. We're gonna show this because there are some of them scenes that keep going. Have you ever like, oh, they're still showing it. Let me know when they're not showing it anymore. Oh,
like weapons.
Yes.
I'm like, oh my goodness. Yes, please.
Nails being ripped off.
Right.
I want to see that. Too much, man.
Too much net.
I like that.
My last one is pretty short. So I just got a new phone.
Yes, girl. It's nice.
Thank you. I'm really happy with it. But what I don't like is, that whole transfer of information process from your old phone to your new phone?
Yeah.
They made it a lot simpler now. Like, it doesn't take as long as it used to. But what I don't like is after I sit there for the whole process and I'm like, okay, cool, everything takes a minute to transfer and everything's loading because I have the cloud. It makes it a little easier. What's the point of connecting and sitting there and being in the cloud if I have to re-log into everything anyways? Why do I have to re-log into everything? I was already logged in. The cloud should remember all my fucking passwords and shit because, I said yes to being monitored 24/7. And
you guys have all my data.
You have all my data. Use that shit. Plug it in. I give it to you for convenience. So plug that bitch in. Again, you have AI. Use it for the right things, y'all. Think about it.
Like, why isn't the AI automating the shit we want to be automated?
Thank you. Why do I have to make sure I'm keeping a fucking Excel spreadsheet of all my usernames and passwords? Y'all created that. Y'all created that, cloud to help remove that. So act on it. Why do I still have to do 18 million verification jungle exploration?
Passkeys.
Right. I had to freaking tell Tasha, like, hey, I swear I'm not a scam via text message. Please help me log back into my shit. Like, so I don't like that. And I'll leave it there.
I don't like it either. All this stuff. Use AI for the things we don't want to do, not the things we do want to do. What the hell? I like painting. I like taking pictures.
Thank you.
I like listening to music. I like dancing. I like talking to friends.
I like writing scripts. I like writing a email. I don't mind writing an email.
I don't mind commenting, ha ha ha, that's hella crazy, underneath a post that I actually watched and thought was funny. Like, don't take away our enjoyment. Don't take away our social security, social connection.
That too, shit.
Don't take away none of that. Ugh.
Yeah.
And to the people, we need each other. Don't replace your friends with AI. If you got feelings you want to talk about, call your friends, call your mama, call your auntie, your cousin, somebody. Your man, hopefully. Your man, your lady, your person. Call a person. Try that. Just
give
please.
it a go.
Give it a try. And with that, we want to say thank you to Asha Bathhouse for being such a peaceful and restful place. We went there twice.
Yes, we did.
Was it both in December?
Mm-hmm, girl.
Twice in December.
We got spoiled.
Right? We went, the first time we just soaked and saunaed and steamed and really just had a fun time, you know?
Well, I guess the second time is January.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we went in December, early December, and then we got massages at the beginning of this year to celebrate my birthday.
Yes, you did.
And also soaked and saunaed and steam roomed, and it was nice. It was a little crowded the second time. I think beginning of the year, everybody was trying to get their soak on. But in December, when it was a little more mellow, it was cool.
It was super cool.
Yeah, in Sacramento, in Midtown, Asha Bathhouse.
Yes, thank you
so
Asha.
much. We will be back.
We will. Shout out to Kate and Dorian.
Yes.
Our masseuse. Is it masseuses?
Masseuses.
Because y'all's the touch, the way that I was
stretching,
the way I was feeling after that massage, I was like, Lord D. We was talking about it for the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, y'all.
Got me up and going.
Okay. Yeah, book your next session there.
Yes,
ASAP. Super
their
affordable.
massages are also very great. Also want to give a thank you to our new listeners. We gained, a few new ones.
Yeah, we did.
Last year, between now and then. And our existing OG, real one listeners for joining us in 2026. If you're here, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thanks for being here.
No, for real. Y'all are the best. We love you.
We love it. We love this space. And we're glad you love it too.
And we really love staying connected with you all. Especially all the noobs, all the newbies. We always welcome y'all to stay connected with us so we can stay connected with you. Please follow us on the socials at howtobereal, Instagram, TikTok, Substack, and YouTube. We're there. You can find our personal pages. I'm at justsay_tay.
I am at the Tasha B on both Instagram and Substack.
There we go. Hey, make sure, because if you haven't caught up on her short story series, do that before the new one drops this month.
Yeah, I'm working on the fourth one now. But yeah.
Look, it's juicy. If you like Insecure, if you like Girlfriends, if you like any of those types of really dope shows, you would love her series.
Period. I love that because those are my two faves.
Yes.
Both of those shows so much. So thank you. That's such a compliment. I appreciate that.
It's so good. But if you want to send over a listener letter, if you have some advice for us, or if you just want to say hey, you can reach out to heyhowtobereal@gmail.com. Slide in the inbox. We always will read your stuff.
Yes.
And I think I already said Substack, so it's really just a reminder for y'all to know that we are not therapists. We just have them. Oh, hey, one more last little New Year's reminder. Leave us a little comment. Leave us a rating and a review as well.
Yeah,
if you feel so called.
Talk to us.
Yeah, talk. Let's hear you. And this week's random reel is on me.
Sure is. What you got?
So I have been. Since the new year, I've been using this app called Open, and it's a meditation app. And they really got me because they are doing this 21-day program with Soundscapes by James Blake. And I love me some James Blake. And so it really hooked me in. I'm doing the trial. It is a free 30-day trial if anyone's interested.
Nice.
Yes. And I really enjoy it. And from the meditation I did today, they had a really good reminder. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to share this today.
Okay, let's hear it.
So this is from Manoj D. He's one of the meditators or one of the facilitators on there. And he said, resilience isn't the absence of emotion. It's the ability to stay present with it. And I think that's a good reminder as we go into this new year.
Heck yeah, stay present, baby.
Yeah.
That is it. Peace is presence. Presence is peace.
There we go. And with that,
Stay real.